Hello, welcome to a new video. Bit of a strange one, this one, because I wasn't expecting it at all. I'm doing some jobs on my 986 still. A few of those, what with family life, work life, are taking a bit longer than I wanted. So there'll be some videos coming on that soon. But in the meantime, something's happened, and I wasn't quite expecting it to. I often keep an eye on BCA just to see what's going through, and sometimes put a silly bid down just in case something interesting comes through for a decent price. But yeah, anyway, it turns out I've won a 987 2.7 Boxster, which looks pretty nice, to be honest. It's in black, 17-inch wheels. It's got some kind of rack on the back there. Looks pretty clean inside and out on the whole. Let's have a look at the inside. Yeah, it doesn't look terrible at all. We can clean that up nicely. But it does have one thing on the wing. This, I'm not sure what's going on here, but it looks like somebody's gone through with a polish or something. So we'll need to take a look at that. Although if they've gone through with a polisher, they didn't do a very good job. Look at the swirl marks. And also there's, something small on the bumper there. It's done 91,000 miles, 5 owners, and has pretty good service history. It does mention that the radio screen is faulty as well. It's got the standard head unit in there, so maybe there's like a common issue with those displays. The cap clean for this car is 5,225, and if you don't know, cap clean basically means what this kind of car would generally go for in an auction at BCA. So they would expect to get that much. You normally find they go higher than that for some reason, but yeah, if you can put a guess down what you think I paid for it, and it wasn't that amount, but yeah, put a guess down and I'll let you know at the end how much it was. So I guess we need to go and find out what the car's like, get it picked up, and we'll go from there. Right, so here she is. Thanks to my mate Dave for picking the car up. Really helped me out there. Really pleased actually. Everything is looking quite good. I mean, this PPF can go, but yeah, we've got things like the guards there for the air vents, so obviously well looked after car. Things like the brake discs are good. We've got Michelin Pilot Sports all round with good tread, so that's really good. Also got this little rack on the back here, which seems to be made for the car. I'm not sure, maybe it's universal, but nice little addition. Could do with a bit of a clean. I think that will polish out. That will polish out. Wheels look okay. Maybe a bit of corrosion on some of them. What's going on there? That's just dirt. Roof looks pretty good. There's some marks here, like little chips. Not sure what they are. I need to have a look and see if I can get a new trim panel. But apart from that, I think the wheels will clear up okay. We'll have a look at those tomorrow. The bumper has some chips there, so we'll take a look and see what we can do there. Yeah, Boxster 987. Could do with, there's a bit of rust there. That's the only other thing. Maybe a new badge needed. And finally, there was a mark on the wing, which looks like someone's gone through the lacquer. So I'm going to take a look at that. I did go over this with the machine polisher just around the edges, because it was like there was some kind of, I don't know if someone had attempted lacquer or something. But I was able to improve that massively. I think we can probably go over this. There's some lacquer peel there. So yeah, the main issues are that wing, the bumper there, and a tiny bit of bubbling around there. Don't know what we can do about that, but yeah, that's the outside. Oh, this has the usual thing with the elastic that fails inside there, so when you shut the roof it goes the wrong side of the trim here, but that's pretty easy to change. We can change that. And yeah, the roof does need a clean, but I'm going to take it to my car wash place tomorrow. save a bit of time and get them to do it. That's just some dirt there, all clean. Moving to the inside. Pretty clean inside. Turn the lights off. Pretty clean inside. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It has the usual problem with these buttons here. These wear off. You can buy replacement buttons for about £5 on AliExpress. I may order some from somewhere a bit quicker because I want to change these quite quickly and get a video up. The other thing is this is a bit worn, so I might spray that and then yeah, just lacquer over the top of it. But apart from that, yeah, this is going to clean up nicely in here. I'm really pleased. And I think I got lucky and got quite a good car, to be honest. It's not worn. So generally very good. Driver's seat is good. I'll give it a bit of a clean in a condition, but yeah, pretty good. So it's the next day. For this video, I just want to kind of give the car a bit of a tidy up, wash it inside and out, although I'm not washing it outside, as you can see. Yeah, give it a clean up. I want to take a look at the wing and see if we can do anything with that. I want to see if I can do a smart repair on that wing, using some base coat and some lacquer. I'm sure it's something that's possible, and it might be a useful video for anyone trying to do something similar. So that's the plan anyway. I also want to take off the PPF on the side, and also maybe those grills are on the side bent, because I think they look a bit, yeah, not for me, should we say. So now the outside of the car is done, let's concentrate on the inside, give it a nice hoover up, and then go from there. Right, so this needs to come off. What we'll do, we'll take a photo of the exact position. So it's like a couple of mil against the swage line there, and just above the seal there. So let's get a heat gun and get rid of that and order a new one. This PPF was a right ball ache to get off. It was either too hot and it would just fall apart in your hands, or if you didn't heat it up then it was just too brittle, so it did take a bit of time to get it off. You can see the odd bit where it comes off nicely, but on the whole, yeah, it was very bitty and not a pleasant job to remove, but it's going to be worth it in the end, I think. So that's most of it off. We'll get some IPA and get the sticky residue off afterwards. I want to move on to the vents now. I'm not really too keen on these. I don't think they're needed, considering there's a big intake and then an air filter. So these side ones are coming off. I think the front ones are useful, but maybe these are? Let me know in the comments. So they're coming off. Here's a bit of a clean as well. We're almost done. There's a bit of glue residue to get off with some IPA later. But that's the PPF that's gone, and also the grille. I think it looks a lot better. Let me know what you think. Now, one of the reasons I think the car was cheap, it had this mark on it here, which it looked like someone had burnt through the paint and tried to repair it. Really weird. Anyway, yeah, I didn't get a very good photo of this on the car when I got it. I just wanted to remove it. You can see that kind of hazing around the outside. That seemed to be, I don't know, some lacquer or something. I was able to polish most of that off, but there was still the bit in the middle where it burnt through the layers of paint. So I just wanted to do a quick fix, really, and try a smart repair. I probably didn't choose the best day for it, as you'll see, but yeah, my plan was to put some base coat on there, put some lacquer on, and then wet sand it afterwards. See how it turns out. Let's have a look. After covering the area with some polythene, I then cut a hole out, masked around the side, and what I'm doing here is I've got some 1200 grit paper. Now, I don't know what I'm doing here, so everyone's going to be cringing at this, and maybe rightly so, but yeah, let's see what happens. There's another little bit of lacquer peel here, so I'm just going to grab that while we're at it. Might as well try the whole lot, see what happens. Now we're going to put our big boy pants on and lay some paint down. I just want to lay some black base coat. It's just going to take your eyes off it, if anything. It can't be worse than it looks. So let's spray some of this on. So cover up the main bit of damage and also where that lacquer peel was. Now that I've got a base coat on there, I gave it a couple of coats, I can now pull back the masking a bit because I want to go a bit further with the clear coat. So yeah, simple, just rip it back, stick it back a bit. You can see the wind's blowing quite a bit now, and that's not a good sign, is it? Now I'm just going to tickle around the edges where the base coat was, take the edge off that, and we can be ready for our clear coat. So putting on some clear coat now, I've left the area quite small. My logic is that I'm going to be blending it in and I'm going to be kind of sanding it down. So I don't want loads of overspray and I don't want to have a massive area to have to go around. So even though I might end up with an edge, I think that's going to be easy to take out. And yeah, this way it's a nice contained area. And as I said before, I don't know what I'm doing at all. So yeah, everyone who knows what they're doing is going to be cringing at this. I'm going to give it quite a few coats, 4 or 5, just so that I can sand down any imperfections afterwards. Pull back the masking tape a bit now. What I want to do is use some fade out thinners on the edges. Now we've got a bit of a jump because unfortunately the rain started to come down. So the bits you missed were me and my son frantically trying to get the car in the garage just to beat the rain. Unfortunately, a bit of rain did get on the lacquer, but I just left it for a little while, left it for a couple of hours, and once it had dried I could then start flattening it down a bit. At this point I thought it was going to be a total disaster, which is why I didn't really concentrate on the filming that much. Yeah, I was absolutely gutted when it started raining, but let's see if we can save it anyway. Now we get the machine polisher out. It's my dual action and I've just got some compound on here. So we're just going to keep going through, sanding a bit down, polishing it off until we're happy with the result. So after round one with the polisher, I was actually really surprised. Where the rain had gone into the lacquer, you couldn't really see anymore, and I felt it was quite confident I could get the rest of it out. So from now on it's going to be a case of rinse and repeat until we're happy with the result. For a first go, I think it actually looks really good. I'm impressed, and I think with a bit more tickling and polishing, this is going to look really good. It's definitely 100 times better than it was anyway, so we can be happy with that. Final couple of jobs. We want to give it a machine polish, get rid of all the spoil marks that were there. So going over that with just the DA and some compound. Some old school auto glim super resin polish, and we're just about done with the cleaning. At least on one side anyway. Yeah, that's one side done and looking really, really deep gloss now. Lovely. I went over it with super resin polish, as I said. So we'll get it out in the sun later and have a look. Quickly do the other side and the rest of the car, then we'll head out. There's something else I want to fix on the outside. If you look, it looks like the exhaust is a bit low there. The tailpipe can be twisted up, so what I'm going to do is loosen off the bolts, get my jack and just twist it up a bit. It's designed to kind of swivel at that point, so I'm not too concerned. I had a look at the mount because sometimes they fail, but it looks fine on here. So yeah, I'm going to go get my spanner, loosen the bolts off, and then we'll get it jacked up. So as you can see, the exhaust is hanging a bit low. It actually pivots on two mounts here, so I should be able to lift it up. Now unfortunately the bolts and nuts are severely corroded, so I'm going to do my best. I might just try and jack it up a bit and just see if it will twist it round, and I'm going to order some new clamps, but let's see if it moves first. Okay, that was easier than I thought. I'm guessing because the clamps are so knackered, it's actually moving quite easily. So I am going to need to order some new clamps, cut these ones off because they are mullered. But yeah, I think that's at the right height now. So yeah, these are the clamps. As you can see, there's not much left of the nut on the end. This is very common on Porsche's exhaust clamps. Luckily these ones are quite easy to replace, so we'll order some of those. In the meantime, this is on there really solid, so it's not going to go anywhere. Let's get some auto sole and clean that up though. Well, my machine polish has run out, so we're going to call it a day for the video there. I've done the whole side and the bumper. I'm sure all of you detailers will be relieved that it's stopping now. So what I'll do, I'll show you the finished result, and we're going to go for a drive. I'll give you my thoughts on this car, how much I paid for it, the issues I've found with it, which you see most of them, and also how it compares to my 986. So after that polish and a ceramic coating, she's looking fantastic. Got rid of the swirl marks and has just basically come up really well. The smart repair I did on the wing, well, you can judge for yourself. You can see it if you look really closely, but yeah, compared to what it was like before, absolutely fantastic how that's come out. So let's give it a drive. So we're done for the day. It's a lovely evening and we're on our way home. The 987, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, as you can see, it's come out really nicely. There are a couple of other issues that I want to fix. One being this is not staying up, which apparently is a common issue. I need to get the exhaust brackets done, which I've ordered some. We'll get those done. But yeah, what did I pay for this car? Well, the auction hammer price was $4,500, but as is always the case, if you add on fees, it turns out to be more like $5,000. But I think for £5,000, what I got was a really fantastic car. It's really clean, it's also mechanically sound, and I think that's one of the good things about BCA is you do get really good reports. They do a condition report of the bodywork and also a full mechanical evaluation as well. So they check for things like tyre depth, you get every tyre depth on every wheel, and you also get things like if there's any engine knocking or tapping, they'll tell you that as well. So hopefully you won't turn up and get any nasty surprises. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I said I'd do some comparisons to the 986, but to be honest, I think that could be a whole video in itself. There are quite a few differences, but there are quite a few similarities as well. After all, this is effectively a 986 facelift. So yeah, happy all in all, and we'll have a video probably in the next week or two. I'm doing some work on the 986, some suspension work, which is turning out to be a bit of a nightmare, but we'll come to that in the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.